Hello friends, I am SK, your tech tutor, and welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Tuber once again. And today I will explain the sensor part on the uses of sensors of Arduino. And now I will start with a very basic sensor, that is IR sensor. But before starting that video, I will recommend those who are watching this video first time, please go through the Arduino basic part and Arduino code part, so that you have no difficulty to understand that this sensor part. So let us start. This is a sensor. This is a IR sensor. This is very common sensor, very much widely used sensor, and this is very easy to use for a beginner. And now this is a IR sensor module, and we are using IR sensor on our mobile phone regularly. That is known as proximity sensor. When you are on phone call, or when you are receiving a phone call, your display light automatically turns off. That is the work of IR sensor. It detects your proximity and then it turns off your LED or your display. So these IR module have the main two things, that is two LED. There is two LED. One is IR transmitter and another is IR receiver. The black one is IR transmitter and the white one is IR receiver. And now if we put the power on the circuit, you can see the transmitter will continuously transmit a IR ray, and whenever this IR ray transmitted by this IR transmitter reflects and come towards this IR receiver, then it will send a signal through the data pin and it will go to the Arduino. And as per the uses of IR sensor, it depends upon you how much efficiently you will use this sensor. It depends upon your code, but this is the basic working principle of this IR sensor. This IR sensor works this: when you are giving a power, this sensor continuously transmit a IR ray. When it will reflect to this receiver, it will send a data. On this working principle, this IR sensor works. And now in this module, if you look closely, there is a potentiometer. By controlling the potentiometer, you can change the range or the distance of the IR sensor. That means the sensitivity of the sensor you can change by changing this potentiometer. And here is a option in this module of analog output and digital output. You can take analog or digital any value from this sensor, but remember one thing: when you are taking analog signal, then you must put the data pin on analog pin of the Arduino, and you must write analog read on your code, because you are reading an analog signal. If you want to digital signal, if you want to achieve a digital signal from this, then you must put the pin on digital pins and you must write digital read on the code. And how you can change, I will show you. There is a pin, you can see that there is a pin, 3 pin. This, if you short this 2 pin, left side 2 pin, when you will short left side 2 pin, that is analog signal you will have. And then if you short the right side 2 pin, there will be a digital output. So this is a working principle of the this sensor. Now this LED indicates whenever there is a signal sent by this sensor to the Arduino, this LED will be glowing. Whenever when any object detects by this sensor, this LED will be glowing. Now I will show you the connection. Here you can see that there is a negative pin, there is a plus 5 volt VCC pin, and this is the data pin. Here is the green one is data pin, yellow one is plus 5 volt, and this is ground pin. So I will connect with Arduino. This sensor is comfortable with plus 5 volt, so I will connect it with plus 5 volt and the ground with ground, any of the ground in Arduino, and I will, for experiment purpose, I will connect it at the digital pin 8. When you are connecting this digital pin 8, then you have to define a pin on code, that is 8. So now I will connect the power on Arduino. So I have connected the power. You can see the sensor is detecting this plane, that's why this LED is glowing, and now you can see that will be stopped glowing, and you can see now there is no light, as there is no object in front of the IR sensor. So I will show you again with my hand. Look closely. When there will be a object in front of this sensor, the red LED will glow and it will send a data to the Arduino, and that is your task, how you will use that data on the code. So I will show you with my hand. You can see there is a light LED is glowing, that LED is glowing, that means this is detecting my hand in front of that and it is sending a data. So this is a function of IR sensor. There is lots of use of IR sensor. You can use it for proximity purpose, which is used in our Android devices, but that type of proximity sensor are different from these IR modules that are very much sophisticated sensor, but this is a basic module. You can use it for making a line follower robot or anything you can. This is the total complete setup and the working principle of this IR sensor. So, and how you will use this sensor, that is completely depending upon your code, your project, but mostly it used in Arduino programming of line follower robotics. So I hope I will be able to show you how this sensor is used on line follower robotics on further videos. So stay tuned on my channel, and don't forget to share this video, and if you like this video, subscribe my channel. Thank you.